Frontier just revealed how the new breeding feature works in JWE3, and it's way deeper than I expected. We have to manage breeding programs, choose the right nest location, and deal with genetics being passed down from one generation onto the next. Now, to refresh your memory, let's begin the video.
Welcome to DIN, the Dinosaur Integration Network. With access to the latest in technology, we are at the forefront of paleocuration and are now synthesizing male dinosaurs, opening up all new opportunities into breeding and family observation. This is where your training starts. At DIN, we aim to create an environment where Mother Nature can run its course, encouraging dinosaur families to thrive through natural breeding. However, that's not to say that we don't sometimes step in. We've developed various nests suitable for land, aquatic, and flying species. When placing, it's important to consider the species you'll be breeding and any necessary requirements such as keeping the nest away from guests or other dinosaurs. Now, let's check the fertility of our chosen mother. Looks like she's ready. You'll need to line up a compatible male and find an available scientist. Through breeding programs, you will watch his traits pass down generations, surfacing in the offspring's color and behavior. You might even find certain traits disappear for a few generations, only to surface again. As with life, they find a way. You should now be well prepared to start breeding your dinosaurs, and be sure to watch the rest of our modules for further training on managing your park.
The Dinosaur Integration Network, also known as DIN, has provided us with crucial information on how breeding works in JWE3, using the Tropiognathus as the example creature. But first, before we dig right into what makes this system so complex, from nest placement to hereditary traits, be sure to subscribe for the next Dino Deep Dive. They also tell us that they've developed different nests suitable for different creature types, those nests being for land, air, and aquatic species. In this shot of the enclosure tab, we can actually find 4 different enclosure sizes for the land creatures. It's confirmed what 3 of them are for. One is for small dinosaurs like the velociraptor, one is for medium dinosaurs like the trike, one is for flying reptiles, and the last one is assumingly for Mega XL Nikocado avocado dinosaurs like the sauropods. Frontier have also tried to add a little sprinkle of realism into breeding. When placing nests, you not only have to consider which nest to place, whether it's land, air, or water, but you also have to pick the right place to plop down the nest. You can't just place the nest down in front of a viewing gallery, but it's necessary for you to place it outside the line of sight of our guests. This feature means 2 new things. Firstly, challenge players are going to have a tougher time navigating how to pave the track for the vehicular attractions. And secondly, sandbox builders are going to have to face a lot more sandbox settings, because I know people, especially in the sandbox community, will not like having a limited space to place down their nest. We're also getting a fertility chart tab added to the description of our female creatures. I'm not a graph reading expert at all means, but here's my interpretation of what I think it reveals. I can assume that the points where the green line is at its highest are the times where the female is most fertile. If you've spotted something different, let me know down below in the comments. Something I can understand a bit better are the fertility modifiers a few lines below the graph. Here, we can see if the nest is in a good location or not, if the comfort levels are okay, and you can also take a look at some traits added to the female as well. Above the list, you can see the gender of the creature, as well as the generation of the creature. To start a breeding program, you need to select the fertile female as well as a compatible male. The key word in that sentence is compatible. You can't just select any male you have in the enclosure, but you need to select the right one. Although we're not too sure on what the right male means, I could assume that this is something to do with skin patterns or certain traits, like perhaps a female with the docile trait would not be compatible with a male with the aggressive trait. And of course, to cap this all off, you're going to need to find an available scientist to be in charge of all of this. Although we're not too sure what the defined meaning of compatible means, we do know how to find compatible males. Here, in this shot of a bunch of Lokiceratops, we can see that every single male is lit up in green, which means they're compatible with the fertile female. However, in this shot of the newly confirmed Tropiognathus, we can see that not all males are lit up in green, but instead they're in orange or red, signaling low or no compatibility. A few seconds later, it's confirmed a second time that traits will be passed on from generation onto generation, and not only physical traits like skins and patterns, but also behavioral traits. Some traits might also disappear in one generation, only for it to reappear in the next. which gives us some more realism when it comes to hereditary stuff. Frontier is rapidly firing showcase videos like this one, and I'm working hard to cover all of them. So if you would like more updates on Jurassic World Evolution 3, be sure to like this video and subscribe to this channel. Also, don't be afraid of leaving a comment about your questions to the new game, because I'll try to answer it to the best of my ability. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the next feature focus, where we'll probably learn even more crazy features.